And what's good, everyone? Welcome in here once again. Appreciate you guys for being a part here of the stream, stopping on by. As we're about to get ready for tip-off in just a minute from now, as we're going to be doing this one, as this is part of a back-to-back. I just covered up the Celtics versus the Heat game, so going right into this one. Knicks taking on the Clippers going on here, part of the doubleheader. Clippers 7.5-point favorites at home today at Staples Center, and the Knicks heading into this game currently number 4 in the Eastern Conference, 37-30. Clippers right now are number 3 in the Western Conference at 45-22. So Clippers going right to left in the court, black uniforms for the Clippers today, white numbers, white letters, and the Knicks will go in the white jerseys as this game just got tipped off. Knicks with a possession first as they'll take a jumper to the top of the free throw circle, missed it, no good by RJ Barrett. Clippers come out with a defensive rebound. Clippers first possession, Zubac inside, moves it back outside to the right wing. Morris takes it right down the lane with the right hand, couldn't finish off the glass. Zubac tries to come up with it, but Randall comes out with a defensive rebound. Knicks have possession, second one of the game as we're just underway. 30 seconds through. Randall at the right wing, moves it back on top. Has this over to Bullock. Reggie Bullock shoots a three at the top of the key, missed it, deflected off the mark. Offensive rebound, kept alive by RJ Barrett. They'll dribble right baseline with Payton. Payton over to the left wing perimeter. Bullock back outside to the left wing to Payton. Takes it right down the lane, floats to the shot, no good, missed it off the bottom right part of the backboard. Defensive rebound picked up for the Clippers now. Paul George swings it out right wing. Shot fake back out to the right corner with Kawhi. Takes the three, gets it. First one on the board tonight. The Clippers 3-zip leads it with Kawhi with his three at the right corner. What's good, everybody? We got Mario, Lucas, CP3, Ethan, all back of the stream once again here, guys, for this one. Knicks have possession. Payton moves it over to Randall at the top of the free throw circle. Missed his mark on the pass as Payton moved, goes out of bounds. So the Knicks got a national TV game over here. Something that you rarely ever see. So since they get a national TV game, I'm able to cover them. 10.5 left to go in the first, just underway, 1:30 through. Clippers get possession as they have it at the left wing perimeter. Dribblings Jackson, bounce pass left baseline to Kawhi. Kawhi gets right past Barrett to the cup. He gets fouled, and that will send Kawhi to the free throw line shooting 2. RJ Barrett picks up the blocking foul. Already 1-0 and pick 'em there. For CP3, yeah, that. Knowing the history with the Celtics on Sundays. First shot good. At the line for Kawhi. Kawhi with all 4 so far for the Clippers if you're just joining us. What's good, Jose? Welcome in here. Happy Mother's Day as well out to all the moms out there. Second free throw, that one is through. So, wow, those are 2 big losses. So Emmanuel Quickly and Alec Burks are both out for this game for the Knicks. So, yeah, those are 2 players that can offer a good amount of offensive punch for their production. Knicks have possession. They're going to feed it out to the left corner. 3 in the air, Bullock missed it off the mark. Clippers come up with the defensive rebounds. 2 minutes through, 10 minutes left to go in the first. Kawhi moves it back outside, and Morris takes a 3-point shot, missed it off the back iron. Knicks come up with a defensive rebound. Bounce pass from Barrett inside over to Randall. Randall, ball poked loose, gets it right back, though, with Bullock. Couldn't put it through. Too high off the backboard. Good defense by the Clippers as they move it back out. George swings it out to the right wing. Catch and fire. Jackson, all alone out of transition, knocks down the 3 ball. What's good, Ty? Welcome on the stream here, bud. I heard that last night. Golden State, big victory for them yesterday. As the Knicks start out struggling from the floor, 0 for 5. Yet to get anything going on so far. 8-zip Clippers. As the Knicks take a timeout. 9:31 left to go in the first. So right off the bat, Clippers. Beautiful start for them to start off the game. Kawhi, the first 5 points in the game for Kawhi. Jackson had a 3 out in transition. And those are the point totals so far. Clippers are efficient on both sides of the court. Top 10 top 10 in defense and the top 5 team in shooting this season. They are the number 1 team when it comes to three-point shooting percentage on the season for the Clippers. So they are efficient on both ends of the floor this season. And they're getting healthy at the right time. What's good? Vaughn, welcome back in. They're also the number 1 team in free throw shooting, too. They're shooting the ball at 83.6% at the free throw line. So they're top team at three-point shooting and free throw shooting as well. So, yeah, if you're just joining us, the first game today, Heat beat the Celtics 130 to 124 final score. So Miami moves 2 games above Boston in the standings. Boston's still on number 7 in the East. And if the Knicks lose this game, watch out, because the Heat are 37-31. The Hawks are 37-31. And the Knicks are 37-30. So there could be a 3-way tie, 4, 5, and 6. Trying to make the push for the number 4 seed. We'll take on the 5 in the first round. So that's what we're looking at. If the Knicks collapse here, remaining down through the stretch, they're going to take on the Bucks. If they do collapse to a 6 seed. What's good, Joey? Welcome on here. Yeah, rough start for the Knicks right off the bat. Right now in the timeout, 9:31 left to go in the first. Very odd. The Knicks actually have the series over the Bucks. The Knicks lead the series 2-1 over Milwaukee. What's good? Welcome back in. We got Russell here. We got Shooting God. Welcome back in. Yeah, huge game today for the Knicks. If they fall back for this game, they're tied at 37-31 with the Hawks and the Heat. Fat Cat, welcome in here, taking the Knicks. Hey, no problem, Armando. I actually predicted myself that the Celtics would lose. So I was prepared and I was expecting it anyway. Yeah, Curry had an unbelievable month in April. He was on a tear. We're back to action, and the Knicks float up the shot, and it rolls around the rim and out. No good by Reggie Bullock. Clippers get the defensive rebound. Jackson has it the right wing, lost the handle as he chases it, gets it back, defended by Payton. Jackson has it off a pick set by Zubac, able to get around it and scores with the right hands. 10-zip Clippers. 9 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Knicks have possession. They need to get something going on here. Payton has it defended by Jackson at the left wing perimeter. Dribbles towards his right now. Elfrid Payton puts the ball into the hands of Barrett. We have a foul. It's away from the ball. It's on the Clippers. The clock will stop with 14 on the shot clock. Yeah, Derrick Rose still on the bench, as he's yet to take the court today. Knicks at the free throw line. It ends up being, and the first one is good. So Knicks get the inbound back. Jumper for a deep 2 by Randall. Missed it, rolled around the rim and out. Clippers get the defensive rebounds. 8:40 left to go in the first. They'll take a 3 with Paul George. Missed it off the mark, deflected off the glass, and Randall comes up with the defensive rebounds. Knicks have possession. 8:30 left to go. Randall puts it back outside to Barrett. Barrett moves it over to the left wing to Randall. Swings it outside to Bullock. Fires a 3. Gets it. Good passing there. Randall to Bullock for the triple. And the Knicks finally get their first shot of the game. Clippers possession. Jackson pass half court. Jackson bounce pass at the right wing. Paul George backs his way. Spin move. Deep 2 jumper. Missed it off the back iron. Tipped up in the air. And that's going to be a rebound here by Payton. Knicks have possession. They move it out to the corner. Bullock back out on top. Shot fake Randall. Dribbles right down the lane on Zubac. Puts it up. No good. Good defense by Zubac. Partially blocked towards the left side. Hit the backboard. Jackson moves it back out to Kawhi. Swings it over to the left wing. 3 to air. Morris. Missed it. Hit the front rim. 7:40 remaining in the first. Knicks only with 4 points in the board in almost the first 4.5 minutes. And Paul George picks up a reach and fall as the clock will stop. What's good? Bradley, welcome back in here as well. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully this game closer than the Heat versus the Celtics one. That was getting interesting towards the end, but I knew that the Celtics would come up short. They've had that multiple times this season where they just cut into it, but not enough. Should have started out on that comeback earlier. At the left corner, 3 in the air. Bullock gets another one, his second made 3 of the game. So Reggie Bullock's got 6 points out of the 7 so far from the Knicks. 10-7 with 7:10 left to go. Clippers have possession. Jackson at the left wing perimeter. Bullock's actually got 7. He was the one that made the free throw too. So Bullock actually has all 7. Jumper, missed shot, no good at the left elbow by Morris. Tipped up, and it's going to be a over the back call picked up for the Clippers here. It's on Zubac. So the Knicks will get the possession with under 7 left to go. If you guys are new to the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate everybody for joining me here. Second stream of the game. Knicks have possession. Bullock moves it over to the left elbow. Randall tries to pass it, got deflected from behind, gets the ball back. Randall still has it, grinds inside, swings it back out left wing, 3 in the air, no good. Off the left side of the ring, it goes out of bounds. Out of bounds by Bullock shot that time. Yeah, that's terrible if Curry has to have back surgery. That's terrible for him, man. It's unbelievable what he's done though. Like, despite if he has to have back surgery, that's insane that he's carrying the Warriors like this. Yeah, like they don't have much depth at all for Golden State. He's been carrying the team this season. He had it was an incredible month of April. He was like averaging 39 through the month of April. Pass around the perimeter, it gets deflected out of bounds. It's out, I believe, by the Knicks. The refs are taking a look at it. Yeah, so it's going to be out of bounds by the Knicks. Clippers will get the inbounds. Armando enjoying the sauce right there, looks like. Clippers get the inbounds. What's good, Matisho? Welcome back to the stream here. 3-point shot straight away. Jackson lets it rain, gets it down at the top of the key as he drills it. 6 minutes remaining first quarter. Clippers by 6. They were up 10-0 to start out. New York right down the lane, lays it up, scores for 2. Yeah, this is new. I've had the headphones on for the last couple of streams because I actually purchased a microphone so I can hear myself back in the microphone. So that's why I have the headphones on now. It's been new as like the last week and a half or so. Because I recently purchased a microphone lately. I didn't have that type of microphone. And it's got a place that I can like plug in the headphones in here. So I can hear myself while I'm covering the game too. 5:40 left to go in the first. Clippers have it right back. They move it back out to the top. Kawhi jumper as he cuts, but they get called on the screener and an offensive foul. It's going to go the other way. Yeah, Ty's happy. Cardinals winning the division here. That makes him happy. Also, I heard about the Blues going to the playoffs. Welcome in Jeanette once again on the stream. Yeah, no problem. No problem for asking. It's going to be Knicks possession. Randall backs his way. Moves it out right corner. It's deflected out of bounds by Kawhi. Some good sauces right there for Armando. Ketchup, honey mustard. A lot of good sauce names. Tabasco sauce is really good. Inbound for Randall. He's defended by Morris. Shot fake at the right baseline. Pass inside of Payton. Payton with the left hand. Try to float one up over Zubac, and Zubac gets called for the defensive foul. So this should be 2 at the line by the Knicks. Shooting 2 free throws by Alfred Payton. What's good, Ian? Welcome on the stream here. Hey, thanks so much for the sub, Jeanette, and notification. Appreciate it here. Yeah, it's going to be a wild playoffs. I really do hope so. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play of NBA games, also college hoops. Going to be some great games throughout the playoffs. The refs will say non-shooting foul. Foul occurred before the shot, so refs got together, discussed whether it was going to be a shooting foul, non-shooting foul. It will be a non-shooting foul. So Knicks will get the inbounds. They move it out top of the key. Ball goes into the hands of Derrick Rose. First time in the game today. Rose gives over to Randall. Deep 2. Jumper to right baseline. Hits it. As that one will go down for a deep 2 by Julius Randle at the right baseline. 5 minutes left to go in the first. Paul George dribbles inside. Moves it back out. Left wing Morris. Shot fake. Kicks out to the right corner. Intercepted. Jumps the root. Picks it up by Bullock. Here goes the Knicks with the ball as they will take it down the lane. It gets blocked. Barrett going in for the layup and got denied there by Morris. Outlet pass over to Kawhi. Kawhi has a left baseline. Shot fake on Bullock. Swings it cross court. Right corner to the right wing. Over to the top. Batum moves the ball now inside. Turnaround jumper Morris. Takes it and couldn't get it. Missed off the bounce of the rim. No good. Knicks pick up the rebounds. Nice ball movement by the Clippers just all around. 4:25 left to go in the first. Knicks have possession. At the top of the free throw circle, Randall moves over to Bullock. Bullock shot fake back out to the right corner of the Rose. D. Rose dribbles here at the right elbow. Lost the handle, gets it back off the dribble off the back. Puts up the shot, floats it up and through at the free throw circle. That one goes down, ties up at 13. This is part of a Knicks run, 13-3, since they started out down 10-0. 4 minutes left to go in the first. This is a low-scoring first quarter. Nice swing move off the pass inside of Batum. Cuts to the bucket, throws down a two-handed jam. Kawhi, credit for the assist. Yep, I agree that, Fat Cat. Bucks and Clippers looking for redemption, I feel like, this year in the playoffs. Underneath Randall. As he missed the jumper, no good at the left baseline. Kawhi gets tangled up underneath the hoop with another Knick player. Pass over to Batum, and the fall picked up by the Knicks. 3:30 on the clock. As it will stop with 19 on the shot clock. Yeah, definitely think as well, Ty. I think Golden State's going to get the number 8 seed. Yeah, wow, Max Smith officially entered his name into the NBA draft while maintaining his college eligibility. I hope if he do goes to the draft, I really do hope he gets drafted for what he did in the tournament. Rajon Rondo checks into the game for the Clippers. Left baseline dribble, Rondo kicks out right corner. Over to the right wing, they attack the lane. Beverly floats up the shot, hit the front rim. Knicks pick up the defensive rebounds. On the court for the Knicks is Randall Bullock, Derrick Rose. R.J. Barrett out there as well, along with Taj Gibson. That's a 3 taken for the Knicks, and they get it. Derrick Rose hits it down. They say his foot was on the line, so they call it a deep 2. It's a tie game, 15-15. Jumper right back by Kawhi at the right baseline, hits it. Under 3 left to go in the first. Knicks have possession. At the top of the key, Rose. Rose defended by Batum, swings outside of Barry. He fires a 3, and RJ hits it as the Knicks take the lead for the first time today. What's good, Warren? Welcome on here. I've got the Clippers today in this game. Inside the key, Kawhi drills down a shot that's good for 2. Back and forth, here we go, 19-18. Next here, Bojan Bogdanovic, all-star player. I like what he's been doing lately. I'm going to say no for right now, but I really like what he's been doing lately. He had a huge game, I think on Friday night. He had over 45. 2 minutes left to go remaining. Clippers have possession. Derrick Rose just scored. Underneath, they'll go turnaround jumper. Missed it, hit the front rim. Knicks pick up the defensive rebound. Outlet pass ahead of the pack. Scores is R.J. Barrett. That is good. And Tyler going to have to take a timeout as the Clippers were up 10-0 and now being outscored 22-9 since the Knicks trailed this game down 10-zip. We take a timeout, minute 45 remaining in the first, and this game is moving by quick so far. Sorry to hear about that, Ty. Yeah, it's too bad, man. A lot of the players got a lot of good transfers in, but yeah, Missouri lost a lot in the transfer portal. And the SEC is going to be really good, too. They might be better than a couple of teams, though. Possibly like Georgia and Texas A&M. Maybe Vanderbilt, too. Yeah, I'm looking at I just brought up the new Missouri roster for next season. And then yeah, there's some of these players. Oh, they got one of these players from UMass. Ronnie DeGray is coming in. Yeah, a couple of names I'm like unfamiliar with that, or names that's played elsewhere. DeJuan Gordon played for Kansas State, and it looks like he's gonna play in Missouri. Yeah, nice doubleheader today. Welcome in Miami Heat once again in this one. Yeah, Heat might be the 4 seed if they keep it up. Knicks are right now 37-30. If the Knicks lose this game today, then it's a 3-way tie at 37-31 between the Knicks, the Hawks, and the Heat, all at 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, good question. Most annoying fan base. Ooh. I'd probably go for Philly, because just Celtics fans and Philly fans just never really have gotten along. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that from Utah fans, man. Hey, what's good, Jackson? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Hope all is going well, man. Yeah, finally getting to cover a Knicks game. I'm doing pretty well. Welcome in Aaron out on the stream. So Kawhi leads the way. He's got 9 for the Clippers. Clippers were up early, 10-0. Top score for the Knicks. It's R.J. Barrett with 7. Reggie Bullock with 7. Julius Randle's got 2. As we'll head right back into the game. Yeah, it's been a while. Glad to have you back on the stream here, Jackson. Hope all is going well, bud. 40 plus out in the chat. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Sharaf, welcome back in. I'm going to say yes to the Lakers still making the playoffs. Yeah, Mavs are 5th now for Jackson here. Yeah, looks like they're probably going to avoid the playing game, as Rajon Rondo gets followed back from the timeout. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. Yeah, I got a microphone, Jackson, so I bought a microphone around like a week and a half ago, started using it. First shot good at the line. Glad that you guys enjoy the audio today. Welcome all on the stream right now. We have a minute 35 left to go in the first. Second free throw, that one is through. By Rajon Rondo, puts it to a 1-point game. Knicks have possession. They'll take it past half court. Rose at the top of the key. Pick gets set by Gibson. Rose bounce pass down low to Gibson. Gibson scores underneath, and that goes up and through with a left-handed layup. Clippers take it up the court over to Kawhi at the right wing. Takes the 3 and missed it off the mark. Knicks pick up the defensive rebound. Back outside of Rose. Derrick Rose in the 1-on-1 defending at the right wing. Spin move right past Beverly. Floats up the shot. Scores by Derrick Rose for 2. What a turnaround by the Knicks. They were down 10-0 and outscoring the Clippers ever since now. It's 26-12 or 26-11 in the Knicks' favor, outscoring them ever since they were down 10 zip going to the timeout. 3-point shot good by Batum at the left corner. He knocks down the triple. 45 seconds left to go in the first. Knicks will take a corner three. Overshoots the rim, no good. Defensive rebound picked up here for the Clippers. Clippers have possession, 16-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Rondo moves over Batum, fires a corner three again. Hits it. Nick Batum back-to-back three-point shots as the Clippers now have taken the lead again. Final 25 seconds left to go. Batum's got 8 points today. Knicks have possession. Randall at the left elbow. Randall takes the jumper. No good. Hit the front rim. Defensive rebound picked up here by Cousins as the Clippers have possession. 10 seconds left to go. Clippers take a pass half court. Rajon Rondo defended at the left wing. Now he dribbles still at the left wing perimeter. Drives to the bucket. And he scores with a left hand right down the lane. Able to get past the Knicks to the bucket as that is good for two. What a way to close it out. Rajon Rondo attacks the lane and scores as the Clippers lead it by 3 at the end of 1. All right, first quarter in the books, everybody. 40 plus out on the stream right now. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, everyone. Very good game today. Good fight by the Knicks in this game is that they were down early, and then they came back, they led, and now the Clippers able to come back as they were trailing by 5 points, and Batum hit back-to-back threes. Fat Cat taking the Knicks today. Jose watching the MLB mix on the channels and TV, looks like. What's good, Don? Welcome back to the stream, taking the Knicks here. Same as Shooting God. Totally Not Toxic, welcome in here, taking the Clippers for today. Looking for the Clippers to get the W here for the Heat. Yeah, I agree that Thibodeau should be Coach of the Year for what he's done. They go from last year winning around like 20 games to this season. This season they're 7 games above 500 and number 4 in the East. Like they have 12 first round draft picks on the Knicks, and finally everything's starting to finally pan out. Yeah, that was a tough one today. Welcome in, Pat, on the stream. Yeah, Celtics typical Sunday afternoon loss. So really fun first quarter in action. This first quarter flew right by. Top scores today look like this. Kawhi, he's got 9 points in the first quarter for the Clippers. He leads the way. Reggie Jackson's got 8 off the bench by Batum with back-to-back threes to the left corner. And then 4 by Rajon Rondo with a big bucket to take us to the end of the first quarter. Paul George is yet to even score so far today. He's missed 2 shot attempts from the floor by Paul George. And Zubac's yet to score. Morris has missed all 5 shots from the floor. Yeah, playoff Rondo just he just came alive in the playoffs last year. Like he was big time. Totally agree for you with you, Don, that he was so important last year to the Lakers' playoff NBA Finals win. What's good, Ashton? Welcome back on the stream here. Yeah, glad to finally cover a Knicks game. They're usually never on national TV, so I usually aren't able to cover the Knicks. So I'm not able to get them usually on the channels that I have. So finally good that they're able to get them on national TV because of how they've been playing this season. So we're right back into it. Clippers have the possession as they'll take a deep jumper for 2. Missed shot by Beverly. Offensive rebound by Rondo. Nice skip bounce pass over to the left wing, and Paul George open. He takes the 3 and he drills it. Up by 6 for the Clippers. 11.5 left to go as we're up to the second quarter. Clippers on a run of themselves. 11-zip run last minute and a half. Knicks have it. No float up the shot. That's an air ball. Couldn't get enough on that one. Looks like the Yankees won today over the Nationals 3-2. Yeah, Knicks looking really good this season. Finally things are panning out for the Knicks. Yeah, that's odd that there's rumors that Damian Lillard might be going to the Knicks. I just don't see that happening. That's Portland's player. That's the Blazers franchise player, is Damian Lillard. 32-26. Clippers take it up the court. And then we have a stoppage in time on the clock. It's going to be out of bounds, touched by the Knicks. What's good, Roger? Welcome to the stream here. Same to you as well. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out here. Approaching 11 minutes left to go in the second. Jackson bounce pass behind his back to Cousins. Shot fake as he drives right down the lane. Missed the slam dunk with a right hand off the back iron. And here goes the Knicks as DeMarcus Cousins missed the slam jam. Left corner three, and that is good. Guess who? Obi Toppin just hit a three-point shot in the left corner. 10:45 left to go in the second. Entry pass over to Cousins off a double team. Defended at the left baseline. He slide over to the right wing. Batum back on the top to Paul George. George spin move down the lane. Floater mid-range. No good. Gets his own rebound back. George moves it over to Rondo at the left corner. Rondo at the left wing perimeter. He dribbles now. We have a foul. It's going to be an offensive foul. It's off of a screen set by the Clippers. Second offensive foul of the game for the Clippers now. So the ball goes right back over to the Knicks. Obi Toppin getting in on the action with a three-point shot made at the left corner. So on the court here for the Knicks looks like this. With Taj Gibson, Chiellina, Toppin, Bullock, and Derrick Rose. Rose swings over to the left corner. Chiellina with a three, hits it. That goes down, ties it up at 32 even. 10 minutes left to go in the second now. As Paul George has the possession. Swings it back out to Rondo at the left wing. Rondo entry pass underneath. Cousins gets it. He gets fouled from behind by Gibson. It's before the shot. Inbound for the Clippers as they have the ball back. Cousins moves over to Rondo, dribbles towards the right wing. Back out to the top to George. Paul George right down the lane, lost control of the basketball. Pass up the court as the Knicks out on a break. Nobody back able to lay it up and in. That is through for two as Bullock gets that one down. And the Knicks take back the lead. 8-zip run by New York. This has been a game of runs. 10-zip lead to start by the Clippers. And then the Knicks got in a big run. Clippers came back in the run as the Clippers hit down a jumper for deep two right there at the left baseline. Going back and forth inside the key. Taj Gibson scores. Here we go, trading buckets. Clippers have possession. 9:15 left to go. Dribbles at the free throw circle inside. Rondo passes right back out to the top of the key. Open three, Batum. No good, hit the front rim. Tipped up and defensive rebound goes to Bullock. Knicks have possession. Rose dumps it off inside off the fingertips. Too tall for Gibson. That's a turnover. Do I think Daniel Suarez is going to win a cup race this year? I'll say no there. I think the one that will put him into the playoffs if he does win it would be that Bristol dirt race in the spring, but he'll have to wait till next year. I'd be shocked if he wins any other ones. As that three rains down, good by Paul George, as he's finally on the board for his first bucket of the game. Under 9 minutes left to go in the second, Knicks trailing by one. As that floater goes up and through by New York for two. Back inside for the Clippers. Underneath, going to score another one. Keeps on trading buckets. Back and forth we go. Knicks shot fake, right corner three. No good, miss by the Knicks. Tip deflected. George comes out with a defensive rebounds. So he moves the ball into the hands to Rondo. Rondo has it the right wing. Bounce pass right baseline. That's this over to Cousins. Defended by Gibson, 1-on-1. Cousins gets around Gibson and scores. Yeah, Ross Chastain, he might win a race, I feel like, at like a super speedway, like a Talladega or Daytona. And a timeout taken here. Derrick Rose dribbles up the court, and the clock will stop with 7:53 in the second. So it's been a great game so far today. Back and forth, back and forth. The game of runs has been the telltale story here in today's matchup as we'll go on a timeout. 41-38, Clippers by 3. Yeah, we never know. Stranger things have happened. Yeah, the Knicks actually lead the season series over the Bucks. They're up 2-1 over the Bucks in the season series this year. I think they got swept, though, by Brooklyn and Philly, though. I think they lost all 3 of their games against Brooklyn and Philly. Matisha taking the Clippers today. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well when it comes back on in November. Welcome on board, everybody. Hit me up in the chat who you'd like to win this game if you guys already haven't done so. What's good, Ian? Welcome back on board once again. Oh, yeah, definitely. The championship this year is up for grabs. It's anybody's. It's crazy. Yeah, they got the same amount of wins as the Heat and the Hawks. So if they lose this game, it'd be a 3-way tie for fourth. Fourth, fifth, and sixth with the Heat, Hawks, and Knicks, all with a record of 37-31 if the Clippers take this today. Hey, no problem, Ian. Welcome back on the stream once again, bud. So right now in the timeout, we have 7:53 remaining in the second. Leading scorer off the bench, Derrick Rose has got 12. Bullock with 9, 7 by Barrett. Julius Randle yet to get hot today from the floor, just 1 for 5 by Randle. Clippers so far, their top scorers. Now, Paul George has shot of a cannon lately. He had nothing in the first quarter, and now he's got 10 points for Paul George lately with a couple big buckets. 9 by Kawhi and 8 by Batum. I took the Clippers in this one. I think I took the Clippers by 9 for my projection. Yeah, I took the Clippers 112 to 103. Alright, so we're going to get right back into action in just a moment here, everybody. Glad to have you on board, being a part here in the stream. Yeah, looks like Ross Chastain's in the top 10. Good for him, man. He's really starting to develop. This year for NASCAR, it's been odd. A lot of different winners that we didn't expect. Pass inside, and Knicks have it, and the ball gets stolen in the corner by Batum. As we're back to action, 7:40 left to go. Pass up the court to Paul George. Takes it down the lane in the distance, and he scores. Another bucket for Paul George with all 12 in the second quarter. 7.5 left to go before halftime. Barrett, shot fake. Open 3 at the right corner, missed it. And Rondo picks up the defensive rebounds. So here's who's on the court for the Clippers. Rajon Rondo. DeMarcus Cousins. Paul George, as Rondo missed his mark on the pass over to George. Goes out of bounds. Reggie Jackson's out there as well. The camera pans over to the Knicks now. So Rondo, Jackson, George, Batum is out there too. And then Cousins. Those are the 5 in the court currently for the Clippers. They're up by 5. Knicks have possession. Rose moves into the hands to Barrett. Floats up the mid-range jumper. Missed it off the mark. Deflected. And here goes the Clippers with a rebound. They're going to take it down the lane inside. Missed it too high off the backboard, but they get fouled from behind. Personal foul picked by Obi Toppin. It will send Reggie Jackson shooting 2 at the free throw line. I would take the Heat there to beat the Sixers. Miami's been streaky. Like they usually haven't gone like win loss this season. They're either on like a really big winning streak or they're on a long losing streak. Because injuries have not helped the Heat, but when they're fully healthy, they're dangerous. First free throw is good. Obi Toppin checks out of the game for the Knicks. Yeah, especially if Joel Embiid can't play. Because then Bam is due to have big games there for Miami. Because they're dealing with they've been on a winning streak for Philadelphia. So Philly's on an 8-game winning streak, but they're closing out opponents that's like they have an easy schedule that they're closing out their games against. And when they've taken on teams above 500, they've struggled and they've lost those games when they were dealing with injuries too. Like they had lost, I think, 2 in a row against Milwaukee when they were without Ben Simmons. That jumper off the mark, no good by the Knicks, and they get called for the over the back call. So it's going to be Clippers ball, 6.5 remaining. Yeah, there's about like 4 or 5 games remaining in the season. There's 1 week left. Clippers get the inbound. Jackson takes the pass half court. He dribbles to the right wing perimeter. Entry pass inside to Kawhi. Kawhi snatches it as he drives inside. Tried to go for the slam dunk. Missed it. But Zubac gets it back and throws it down with a 2-handed jam putback. Clippers extending up by 9 and the timeout taken again by the Knicks. As the clock will stop with 6:15 remaining in the first half. All right, so we will roll back into the timeout again here, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate it all for showing up here on the stream today, stopping them by. Happy Mother's Day out to you guys, being a part of the channel. And hopefully this is going to be a good one today. We've had a great game so far. Game of runs. How we start out early in this game, Clippers were up 10-0, and the Knicks battled their way back as they led. And then the Clippers, once again, in the early stage of the second quarter, they battled their way back for the Clippers. Then the Knicks took the lead. And then the Clippers, once again, on the run themselves as they're up by 9 currently. So finally, down to the final week of basketball action for about 4 or 5 games remaining before this season wraps up for the regular season. Let's compare schedules right now. Since we have a chance in the timeout, we'll do that. If anybody's interested, check out the Behind the Arc Basketball channel Discord, my Twitter link, the channel merchandise, and the memberships. All 4 of those links are posted down in the description below this video. I pinned the link to the memberships out in the chat. If anybody's interested in becoming a member, it's as low as $1.99 per month. To become a member gets you special shout-outs at every single one of my live streams, along with access to special live streams I cover at least once per month. Could be like it's a non-basketball related sport. It could be like an NFL game or a Major League Baseball game or a NASCAR race for some of the special live streams. Yeah, so the Sixers really closing out on an easy schedule. Remaining schedule for the Knicks looks like this. They got a pretty difficult schedule for all teams trying to prove themselves to help their cause as a play-in or a playoff team. Remaining schedule for the Knicks looks like this. Certainly winnable rest of the way, as they're at the Lakers next game on Tuesday, and then the next 3 they close out at home, all at Madison Square Garden. They host San Antonio, they host Charlotte, and then they host the Celtics in their final game next Sunday. And then for the Clippers close out the schedule with their final 4 games remaining after today. All 4 games on the road. They're at Toronto, at Charlotte, at Houston, and then at Oklahoma City. So they got two really easy games on there. The last 2 at Houston and Oklahoma City to close it up for the Clippers. So I think Kurt Busch will win the NASCAR Series race this year. I'll say yes. I think he's going to win at least one someplace. All right, so we are right back to action, approaching 6 minutes left to go. Knicks have possession right out of the timeout. New York takes the jumper, missed shot, no good by Derrick Rose. Clippers pick up the defensive rebounds. At the right wing perimeter, Paul George swings it over to the left wing, back to the left corner. Morris dribbles inside, dish out to the right corner, sails that one way too high. Over the head of Kawhi, it goes out of bounds. Knicks have possession. That is turnover number 6 today for the Clippers. New York has 3 turnovers. Doing a great job taking care of the basketball. Rose, defended at the left wing perimeter by Zubac, moves over left corner. Bullock dribbles now, takes the jumper to left elbow, hits it. That's good for 2. 7-point game. Reggie Bullock's got 11. Kawhi moves it back on top to Zubac. Zubac back out to the top of the key. Paul George fakes the pass, moves over to the left block to Kawhi. Dish out right wing. Shot fake Morris. Takes the deep 2. Missed it off the mark. No good. And the Knicks pick up the defensive rebounds. Knicks down by 7. They have possession. Randall defended by Morris to the left wing. The pick sets. Randall moves it back on top. Rose fires a 3. Hit the rim short. No good. And Zubac picks up the defensive rebound for the Clippers. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Clippers have possession. Right down the lane. There goes George. Puts it too high off the backboard. Offensive rebound. Zubac gets swallowed up and the ball deflected out of bounds. He was surrounded by 3 white uniforms from the Knicks underneath. Yeah, Daniel Suarez in the top 5. Wow, that's shocking. Looks like he's in the top 10. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime. At the right baseline, Clippers have possession. They'll attack the lane. Drives down the lane inside. That's good for Paul George for 2. Knicks have possession now. 9-point game again. Paul George top scorer for the Clippers today with 14. So he's had a big second quarter. Rose bounce pass into traffic, stolen from behind by Reggie Jackson. They got numbers on the 2-on-1. Jackson pass behind his back over to Kawhi. Couldn't finish in transition on the layup. Knicks get the ball back. They move it over inside to Randall. Randall defended left baseline by Zubac. Moves it back out left wing. Puts the ball into the hands to Randall again. Left baseline dribble on Zubac. Puts it up on the reverse layup. Scores. That is good. Through for 2 by Julius Randle. Clippers now have the ball back. 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Jackson pass out to the top to Kawhi. Kawhi has the ball. Dribbles inside at the... He'll take a jumper and a key. Missed it off the mark. No good. Randall picks up the defensive rebound. Moves the ball past half court to Rose. Rose attacks down the lane. Scores with a left-handed finish. As they count the bucket. That good for 2 by Derrick Rose. And he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 1 as well. Nice attack by Rose as Cousins picks up the personal foul from behind. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, or ring that notification bell as well. You like to be notified. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well. So free throw, that one is good. At the line, puts it to a 4-point game. So it looks like the Heat expect Victor Oladipo to return sometime this season. But not sure just when. Yeah, Russell puts out here will not be with the Heat when they depart Saturday. 4-game West Coast road trip. So still waiting for him to get back. More evaluation, it looks like, to see the full extent. That's unfortunate. I think he only played like 2 games from Miami. Backing your way underneath, and the Knicks lose it. It goes out of bounds. RJ Barrett turns it over at the left baseline. What's good, Ansis? Welcome to the stream here. Hello. Give him a big warm welcome in the stream. First timer. Approaching the 3-minute marker remaining in the first half. Marcus Morris has possession for the Clippers. Moves it back outside to Paul George. George bounce past Zubac. Swings over left corner. Left baseline dribble. Beverly. Beverly inside the key. Gets around the defender. Puts it up and through. Tough bucket. They're going to count. Though, a travel by Beverly. Took too many steps to get past Derrick Rose and will not count the bucket, though. So this will be Knicks basketball. Knicks have the ball back with 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. They move it back outside. Shot fake, left baseline dribble. Bullock takes a deep two and he scores. And cuts this one to a 2-point game. Clippers have possession. George swings it out left corner. Back over to the left wing to Morris. Morris takes the jumper and that one he gets fouled on. Clock will stop with 2:36 left to go. Clippers now in the bonus. Shooting 2 will be Marcus Morris. What's good, Ben? Welcome to the stream here. We got Woody. Welcome back in the stream here, bud. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games here, play-by-play, NBA games. Also college hoops as well in the streams. 2 free throws to the line by Marcus Morris. First one missed off the back iron. Francisco, welcome on board here. Taking the Knicks today. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this game, Knicks or Clippers. Second free throw, Morris drills it right down the middle. Knicks have possession. 2.5 left to go before halftime. At the left wing is Rose, who moves over to Randall. Randall clamped on by Beverly. Backs his way inside. The key is Randall. Boom. Beverly goes down. Takes the flop. No call. Missed shot by Randall. Able to clear it up, though, with a putback two-handed jam. A putback goes down for the Knicks by Nerlens Noel. 2 minutes left to go before halftime. Clippers float up the shot. Kawhi looking for the call. Couldn't get it. Gives up on the possession, too. Here goes the Knicks as they put it to a 1-point game, and they pass it outside and turn it over. Out in transition, they had numbers and just too careless in that pass. It goes out of bounds in the corner. What's good, Dave? Welcome back to the stream here. Taking the Knicks in this one. Ashton taking the Clippers. 1:50 left to go. Clippers have possession. Wide open 3. Batum at the top. Missed it off the mark. Noel grabs the rebound. Moves over to Rose past half court. Rose slows it down. Pass over to Randall. 1:40 remaining before halftime. Randall left baseline dribble on Batum. Now off a double team. Covered by George as well. Takes the jumper outside at the left corner's Bullock. He missed it, no good. And the Clippers get the rebound back. Outside of Beverly, fires a 3. Missed it, no good. Offensive rebound by Batum, keeps alive. Back over to Kawhi, jumper, gets it at the right elbow. Back to a 3-point game with under 1:20 left to go. Knicks have possession. Top of the key, Derrick Rose. Thought about taking the 3, moves the ball into the hands to Randall. Randall back outside to Bullock. Bullock dribbles right baseline, slides out to Rose. Rose shot fake, takes a deep 2 at the right elbow, and he scores. Back to a 1-point game. Derrick Rose with a good shot right there, and he has got so far today 17 off the bench. That's the top scorer in this game for the Knicks. 8 for 9 from the floor, looking good. Kawhi had it underneath on the dribble. He got fouled, and Kawhi will go to the line here. And he'll shoot 2. So first shot's good at the line by Kawhi. What's good, Ian? Welcome to the stream here, bud. That's awesome, man. Definitely have to check you out there. Best of luck on your first ever video. That's great, man. Definitely gonna check that out sometime for you, man. Good for you. 45 seconds left to go before halftime. Kawhi hit both of his free throws. Rose moves over top of the free throw circle. Spin move down the lane by Randall, and that'll be a reach and fall picked by Beverly all over Randall as the clock stopped with 39.2 seconds. Hey, that's awesome. Glad to be an inspiration for you, Ian. That's great, man. Yeah, I know. Warren's thinking about doing some play-by-play streaming too, starting out his own channel. Glad to be an inspiration to you guys. Rose takes it right down the lane, scores for the Knicks, puts it once again to a 1-point game. Next time around, Knicks will be in the bonus shooting free throws. Clippers take a deep three. They miss. They hit the front rim. Knicks pick up the defensive rebound. They're going to hold it here for the final shot before halftime. 4-second differential shot clock and game clock here before half. 15 seconds remaining. At the left wing, dribbles Randall. Randall defended by Morris. Left baseline dribble. Tries to put it up. He moves it back over to the right corner. Barrett open three. Spots up and drills it. Oh, nice move there by Julius Randle as he gets credit for the assist. It's looking like he was going to go in for the layup. Instead, he dished it back out to the right corner. 3-ball taken by Paul George at the horn, and he misses the 3. And the Knicks, down in this game 10-0 to start out. They have the halftime lead going up here at the half, 56-54. What a game so far today. Derrick Rose, 19 points in 17 minutes. Top scorer for the Knicks at halftime. 13 by Bullock, 10 by Barrett. Randall's got only 4 points, but he got a really good assist in his third assist of the game right there at the right corner. And pushed the ball back outside. And a big-time 3 by the Knicks to put them out in front here at halftime. Yeah, so Rose got 19 right now. Yeah, this is the Knicks game on national TV. Welcome in, Football Man. Welcome back to the stream here. Big 3 right before to close it out for RJ. If you guys are new in the stream right now, we're just at halftime. Spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well when it comes back on in November. Welcome for you guys for being a part in the stream today. Great first half we had. Top scores so far today for the Clippers. 13 by Kawhi, or Paul George actually leading the way. 14 for him, and then 13 by Kawhi. And then 10 by Reggie Jackson. Yep, Dave predicts here that the Knicks going to make the playoffs. Oh, yeah, they will. Yeah, they're basically locked up. It all depends on what seed they're getting, because the Celtics keep on losing. So the Celtics going to be in the playing game. And the Celtics are 2.5 games behind the Knicks with around 4 games remaining. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, I'm actually a Celtics fan myself, and I honestly, my opinion about the Celtics this year is I don't even think they make the playoffs, honestly. I think that they lose against Charlotte in the playing game, and then they lose against Washington in the second playing game and get eliminated. So Knicks are definitely going to the playoffs because they're 2.5 games above Boston, which the Celtics is creating more separation from themselves. The Celtics take on the Heat in the next game, and then they play in a back-to-back on the road the next day. They take on Tuesday, they take on the Heat, and on Wednesday, they travel to Cleveland. And honestly, I don't even think they beat the Cavs on the back-to-back, because Kemba Walker doesn't play back-to-backs. They'd have to have Jaylen Brown back and healthy. What's good, Codman? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, all these picks, they got 12 first-round picks for the Knicks, and finally everything has been panning out. Thanks so much for the sub, Ansis. Appreciate it. J-Man, welcome to the stream here. Jerry, welcome on board. Yes, it is. Thanks so much for supporting these streams, J-Man. Yeah, my honest prediction, Street Culture Media, is that the Celtics will. They got shredded against Charlotte 2 weeks ago. So we take a look at the the season so far, if the Knicks win this game, that means that they'll be a game above the Hawks and the Heat and stay at the number 4 seed. If the Knicks lose this game, then they're tied with Atlanta and Miami at 37 and 31. I'm just going to see some head-to-head deciding factors here. So, how could Boston lose to Charlotte? If they don't come in defensively prepared and fail to lock down the perimeter, then the Celtics could very well lose to Charlotte. They've been struggling. When it comes to defending the 3-ball, when it comes to just defensive effort, and then just too much hero ball, one-on-one ISO ball, trying to just rely on taking a lot of low percentage shots and missing them instead of playing like a team together. If they do lose against Charlotte, they're in trouble because Washington has climbed out from last place in the East starting out this season, now to the number 9 team in the Eastern Conference. Just beat Indiana yesterday to get past them. All right, so the Knicks have the head-to-head season over the Hawks. They're 3-0 against Atlanta. And then against the Heat, the Knicks lost every single game against the Heat. What's good, Joe? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, Knicks fans traveled all the way out here to LA. Catch this action at Staples. Okay, that's why Atlanta's still up above Miami though, is that Miami's 1-2 to Atlanta. So that's why the Heat are still in 6th and why the Hawks are in 5th. What's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Glad to have you back in the stream here, my man. Yerner, welcome on board. Finally able to do a Knicks game. Glad to have you guys in the channel. If you guys are new first timer right now at halftime, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Check out some other cool stuff we have on the channel down posted in the description. We got the Discord link out there along with the merchandise link as well. I'll post that out to the chat if anybody's interested in some channel merchandise. As we have some pretty cool stuff in the merchandise site. Just post it out in the chat. Short sleeve, long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, iPhone cases, pillow stickers. Also pinned to the chat as well, the channel memberships. Those are $1.99 per month to be a channel member. Gets you special access to non-basketball related sports at least once per month. They cover a special live stream. It could be like an NFL game or like a Major League Baseball game or a NASCAR race for some of the special live streams that they do. Yeah, this has been a great game today. This is much better than that first game. Yeah, a lot of people probably moved from New York to LA or cross country from LA over to New York because a lot of the jobs are similar in two of the biggest U.S. cities. Yeah, I know a lot of people from near Mass that fly out west and get jobs out in California. Hey, thanks so much, Arson World. Welcome on the stream here. Hey, we got a dono here, my man Jason. Appreciate it for the dono. Jason, the legend on the stream. Let's get that dono hype out in the chat for Jason. So this is what's at stake here for the Knicks. Knicks, as they're basically gonna be in the playoffs. So unless barring a collapse here by the Knicks and say the Celtics go on a magical winning streak or so, and then the Knicks drop back to a 7, then that's the only way. But with like 4 games remaining. But the Knicks looking for their first playoff appearance since 2013. What's good? G-League, welcome to the stream here. Rooting for the Knicks as well. A lot of Knicks fans out on this stream here. This is the first time this season I've covered a Knicks that they're on national games, so good to finally be able to stream some different teams out here. Yeah, a lot of the stuff is way cheaper out there. Kentucky, Tennessee, Texas, plus Arkansas. Yeah, I know a lot of people in Mass have where I am out in Mass. A lot of people have left to go to like go move up in like New Hampshire or so, because a lot of things are cheaper up there. Do I think Kawhi will hit 26 today? I will say yes to that. He was out to a good start. I think he's gonna get out to another good start here in the second half. This has been a game of runs so far today. The man and the legend, Jason Wilson, on the streams. Oh yeah. If you guys don't know who he is, you're shortly gonna find out, definitely, if you guys are new. Yeah, it's crazy, and like the average home price near Boston is around $1 million. It's insane, cause where I live, I'm about like an hour away from Boston. The average home price where I live is around like 350,000 where I live, but up in Boston, like you can't find anything less than 800K, like a half an hour or less from Boston. Everything's over 800,000 for like average home price. Is crazy. I predicted the Clippers to win this one. This has been a good game though. I know a lot of people that commute in from work that go to Boston that live like 2 hours away. Like out towards like Springfield, Mass, or like up towards like Nashua, New Hampshire, cause it's just unaffordable. Basically, you have to have like a PhD to live around in the area. It's crazy. Like so many people I know like commute all the way from like Rhode Island to go into like Boston, or even like towards like Mystic, Connecticut, like towards the Connecticut border. People are commuting all the way to get up to Boston for work. Joe moved from NYC over to Houston, looks like. So right now we're just at halftime here, 56-54 currently. You the legend again, Jason with another dono, the man out here on the stream. Let's get that dono hype in the chat once again for Jason. We got 100 plus out in the stream right now. Yeah, Paul George got 14 points. I believe all 14 of those were in the second quarter. He had a big second quarter. Yeah, if you think LA traffic is bad, yikes. Yeah, New York City traffic. I went to Pennsylvania a few years ago, and going through Pennsylvania, we had to go through like it wasn't even New York City that we had to drive through, but the traffic for New York City, it gets backed up all the way if you're taking 95 from Mass and Rhode Island going to New York City for a 3-hour drive. The traffic gets all the way backed up from Stamford, Connecticut, all the way to New York City. That's how bad the traffic is. Like everything down in like you approach traffic jams like near New Haven to start off. Like it goes that far back. Kawhi's got 13 in the first half. G moved from New Jersey to Florida in 2006. Never looked back. Yeah, I commuted up to Boston 3 years in college, and I live around like it's like 50 minutes south of Boston where I live, and the commute that would take usually like 50 minutes with no traffic, it would take me like 3 hours for my morning classes to get there to college. It was that bad. And my college campus was before Boston, and I didn't even have to go through the tunnels or anything to get there. Yeah, there's so many people that live in like all those coastal towns in Connecticut. Like once you like hit New Haven, there's so many populated towns out there like New Haven, Bridgeport, Stamford. Because that part of I-95 that has like a ton of traffic, and I think they have like 2 lanes on it where they have it. Because yeah, once you go through the Rhode Island to Connecticut border, it becomes 2 lanes. Yeah, the weather over here in Mass isn't bad. It's it was like I think it was like 65 today. It was sunny throughout most of the day. Now the clouds are out. All right, so we're going to start the third quarter. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here. About to get ready for quarter number 3. Just beginning in a moment. Just to catch up, Clippers led right from the start, 10-zip, right out of the gate in this game. Knicks came back and then they led it 22-19 in the game of runs. Clippers took the lead once again in the early second. Knicks came back, and then the Knicks were trailing throughout most of the second quarter, and then a big shot to close it out from the right corner perimeter by RJ Barrett to put them at 10 points at halftime. The second half here, Clippers have possession first. They go left to right in the court. At the right wing, Morris. He takes the three. That's way off the mark. Hit the rim short. Barrett comes up with a defensive rebound. Knicks with the possession. Knicks shot the ball 52% from the floor in the first half. The Clippers at 41%. Knicks turn the corner, drive inside. Barrett, shot gets blocked by Zubac. Here goes the Clippers right back with it. They'll take it past half court, down the lane for the Clippers underneath the hoop. Looks to swing it back outside to the top, they do. Paul George dribbles, top of the free throw circle. George at the right elbow, lost it, gets it back, dribbles back out to the left wing perimeter. George will slow it down, 5 in the shot clock. George at the top of the key off a double team pass, deflected, great defense by the Knicks. They come up with a steal by Barrett. One man to beat, it's George. Barrett puts it up off the front of the rim. They get the offensive rebound. Noel moves outside of Bullock, back out to the top here to Payton. Payton will slow it down with 10:50 left to go, 10 on the shot clock. Alfred Payton dribbles to the left elbow, kicks it out to the right wing perimeter. Shot fake, Randall, deep 2, missed it off the backboard, tip deflected the second time off the backboard by Noel. And the Clippers pick up the defensive rebound. Outside of Kawhi, a left baseline dribble on Barrett. Dish out to the top, they move it over to Jackson. Open 3, he'll take one, and he missed one. That hit the rim short, and another foul picked up in the court. It's on the Knicks. RJ Barrett picks up the personal foul over the back call. Clock will stop with 10:31. Yeah, that was a great conversation right there at halftime just to pass the time. Interesting one right there. 10.5 left to go. Inbound by the Clippers, get stolen away. Knicks take it right down the lane. Payton off the side of the rim, missed it again. Nobody's yet to score so far in the third quarter. We'll see if the Clippers can this possession as Paul George had it poked away. But a fall from behind picked up by Bullock as the clock will stop with 10:15. What's good, Obama? Welcome to the stream here. Dude, Curry's been on fire here this season. Golden State's so dangerous. Whoever takes on Golden State, could be the Lakers in the playing game. They should be nervous. Clippers missed the layup off the mark, no good. Knicks have the ball right back. New York at the right elbow. Spin move. Randall underneath. Slides it back to the top. Nobody there. Oh, they give up on it. Clippers come up with a steal. Kawhi picks it up. Bounce pass off a trail by Zubac is poked loose from behind. Lucky that didn't involve an easy 2 for the Clippers as they just passed it to the backcourt and nobody was there to pick it up. They just gave up on it. They thought it was a half-court violation and Kawhi tracked it down. Clippers get the inbound. Kawhi dumps it off to George. Moves over to the right elbow. Open jumper. Morris in the first 2 of the game goes through in the third quarter. Tied up at 56. Romeo, welcome in here. Taking the Clippers. Hit me up in the chat who you like in this one, Clippers or Knicks. 9:30 in the third. Randall at the top of the key, defended by Morris. Julius Randle drives inside down the lane with a left hand, scores. Up and in off the backboard. Knicks lead it once again. Clippers now with the possession. Do I think Ryan Newman will win a cup race? I'm going to say no for this season. I'm a big Ryan Newman fan myself, but I feel like his best racing days are far behind him. Dump off underneath to Zubac. He throws down the right-handed jam. We're tied up again at 58. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Payton swings over to the right wing. Shot fake Bullock. He's going to float one up, hit the front rim, no good. Deflected, and the Clippers come up with a defensive rebound. What's good? Diamond McCrab, welcome back on the stream once again, bud. Kawhi kicks it back outside of Jackson. Jackson has it defended at the left wing. 1-on-1 defended by Elfrid Payton. Jackson swings it over to Kawhi, top of the free throw circle. Kawhi jumper over Bullock, takes it, missed it, off the back iron. Knicks come up with a defensive rebound. At the top's Randall. Randall dribbles to the top of the free throw circle, defended by Jackson, 1-on-1. Bounce pass right wing. Barrett turns the corner, drives. Nice dump off underneath, and they put it up and through for 2. Count the bucket in the foul. Nerlens Noel gets fouled from behind, and he'll shoot 1 at the free throw line. What a game here, folks, today. Back and forth trading buckets. Been a slow start to the third quarter with both of these teams missing shots. At one point, Knicks start out 0 for 3. Clippers start out 0 for 4. But finally, this game picking up with a couple quick buckets lately. Do you think Cole Custer will win a race this season? I will say no this year. He won last year, rookie season at Kentucky. That free throw is good. 3-point game. I think Tyler Reddick's going to win one this year if I had to predict. What's good, Brandon? Welcome to the stream here. Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough season for the Broncos with either Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Lock. I still think that they have a chance for Aaron Rodgers in pursuit for him. The big question mark's the quarterback play for the Broncos there. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team in my opinion because you need a really good quarterback. If they do get Aaron Rodgers, then I think they got a chance. Zubac just scored underneath. Knicks missed the shot as the Clippers have it back. Jumper taken by Kawhi. Missed it off the mark. He gets fouled. The clock will stop with 7:41 left to go. Hey, awesome there. Diamond McCrab going to be watching some more hockey and basketball come playoff time. What's good, B-Jot? Welcome to the stream here. Non-shooting falls, so the Clippers get the inbounds. Jackson has it, top of the key. Jackson moves it over to Paul George. George at the right elbow. 1-on-1 defended by Bullock. Takes the jumper. Deep 2. Missed it off the mark. Tipped off the backboard. Tries to come up for the rebound. Is tapped to the bounds. Last touch by the Clippers out of bounds by Zubac. New York will have possession. 7:25 remaining in the third. 130 plus in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, everybody. I cover play-by-play basketball action here, NBA games, college hoops as well when it starts up in November. Knicks have possession. They attack the lane. Randall kicks out left corner. Back out to the top. Open 3. R.J. Barrett. No good. Missed it. And Kawhi comes up with a defensive rebound. Pass to the core. Outlet pass from Kawhi over to Jackson. Scores up and in off the backboard for 2. We go back and forth trading buckets. 7 minutes left remaining. Third quarter. Knicks have possession. At the left corner. Payton dribbles. Left baseline. Jackson swings it out right corner. 3 in the air. Barrett sticks it. Back and forth. Here we go. 3-point shot. Again by R.J. Barrett, knocking him down at the corners today. R.J. has got 13 points. That is third 3 made of the game. Clippers have possession. George bounce past Zubac. Moves out left corner. 3 by Kawhi. Hits it for a triple right back at you. Trading threes. It's the Clippers with a 1-point lead. 6:20 remaining. Hey, that's good there. My boy John having a good stream as well today, looks like. Yeah, playoff race heating up here out in basketball and hockey as the Knicks take it right back. 3 ball in the air and Reggie Bullock drills it. 67-65. Knicks lead as we take a timeout here. Clippers will take a timeout with 6:18 left to go. What a game. Great game going on right now here, folks. Yeah, it's been more of missed shots in this game today. It the third quarter started out really cold. Like every single quarter in this game, actually, it started out cold from the floor. It took a while to finally have somebody score out of the third quarter. What's good, Michael? Welcome to the stream here. So happy for the Knicks this season. Man, this has been a huge surprise. I don't think many people had this happening. Predicting the Knicks would be potentially a 4 seed come playoff time. My current NBA Finals pick, I got the Clippers and the Bucks in the finals. I've got the Clippers winning it. So I've been all over the place. I had last week the Lakers against the Nets, and now just watching both of them, I'm just really concerned. Even if the Nets get James Harden back, still a lot of question marks with their interior defense. And then for the Lakers, it's just injuries have just been a struggling point for this season. That they might not even make it into the playoffs because they could potentially be in the playing game with Golden State, and Golden State nobody wants to play. They're dangerous. Devin McCrabb going out for Bucks Mavs. Interesting one there. Dallas is playing some great basketball lately. It's so wide open. I've been thinking about it all season long, taking the Nets, but then when I saw Milwaukee play, I know the Nets were without James Harden, but when I saw the Bucks play against the Nets, I think the Bucks have that number. That's going to be a great series. I think it could go either way. I would love to see a 7-game series between the Bucks and the Nets because I really think we're going to get it. Yeah, later today we're going to have dinner at home with my family for Mother's Day. I was helping all day long cooking up meals for Mother's Day, and we're going to have some more meals later today. Yeah, happy Mother's Day out to all the moms out here. Welcome back on the stream here, everybody. As we're back to action, 6:15 left to go in the third. Clippers have possession, trailing by 2. The old dribble pass half court, and that's a bad pass. Well wide of Zubac, intercepted by Barrett. Barrett takes it right down the lane with a Euro step, floats it up and through as he scores. Points off of turnovers, 2 of them right there by RJ Barrett. The Knicks lead by 4. Under 6 minutes left to go. Clippers have the possession. Kawhi bounced past the Zubac, hands it off to George. Swings it out left wing. 3-point shot by Morris. He gets knocked down by Randall. And this will be 3 at the line by Marcus Morris. The game clock stops with 5:47 left to go, third quarter. I would love to see a Denver versus Dallas first rounds. That would be great to see, and I think we're going to get it. Because Denver's number 4, Dallas is number 5. I think we have a great opportunity to see that. Luka against Jokic in the first round. That would be a terrific series. First shot good by Morris. Second free throw is good as well. And this will be a third shot coming up here as well by Marcus Morris at the free throw line. Top free throw shooting team in the NBA this season with the Clippers came in shooting at above 83% at the free throw line. Morris went 2 for 3 that trip of the line there. 11 for 13 as a team today. 2-point game with 5:40 left to go. Knicks get the ball. Elfrid Payton dribbles to the left wing. Oh, got a player knocked down. That'll be an offensive foul. Knicks pick up the fall at the top by Nerlens Noel as he pushes off. And he'll go right back over to the Clippers. Wow, so it looks like Cole Custer's out for the cup race today, same as Kurt Busch already out. And Eric Almirola. Wow. So some DNFs looks like. Five and a half remaining third quarter. Paul George takes it past half court. Entry pass to Kawhi. Kawhi has it the left baseline. Kawhi 1-on-1 defended by Barrett. Spin move. Now inside the key. Kawhi lost control of the basketball. It's on the ground. Randall picks it up. Comes up with a steal. Knicks have possession. Randall takes it past half court. Swings it out right wing. Three in the air. Gets it. Bullock lines it up and knocks it down. Knicks lead it. Up by 5. Approaching the 5-minute mark remaining in the third. Pat Beverly dribbles to the top of the key. Moves it over to the left wing to Morris. Morris back out to the top to Kawhi. Kawhi off a double team. Now switched over. Defended 1-on-1. Kawhi dish out to the right wing. Jumper at the free throw circle taken by Morris. Hits it. Back to a 3-point game. Under 5 left to go in the third. As Marcus Morris responds. He's got 7 today. This is only his second made shot of the game. Knicks have possession. Left baseline dribble Payton. Payton sneaks his way underneath. Pass Zubac scores in there for 2. Go right back and forth right now. If you guys are new, 170 out on the stream. Spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games, NBA games, also college hoops as well on the channel. Pat Beverly at the top, moves outside to Morris. Swings out right corner perimeter. Kawhi turns the corner, dribbles to the right elbow. Kawhi defended 1-on-1 by Randall. Slides it back over. At the left wing, Paul George takes the 3. No good. Rattled out, was halfway there. Missed it over Bullock. 4 minutes left to play, third quarter. Knicks possession. Hit me up in the chat who you've got winning this game. Knicks or Clippers. What a game we have. A game of runs today. Randall, defended by George to the right wing, 1-on-1. Randall takes it inside. Spin move into the key. Dish out to the top. Payton passes left corner. Barrett, 3 in the shot clock. Bounce pass left corner. Shot fake, 1 in the shot clock. Difficult 3. Off of fadeaway at the left corner. Missed it off the mark. No good for Julius Randle. Clippers come up with the rebounds. They have it at the right corner. Kawhi defended by Randall. Right baseline dribble. Able to get past and walk the tightrope. Couldn't finish. Zubac's offensive rebound. Kicks out left corner. Paul George misfires on the 3 off back iron. Knicks pick up the defensive rebounds. Both of these teams stagnant lately. Randall has the top of the free throw circle. At the right elbow. Bounce pass to the top. 3 in the air. Lines it up. Missed it off the mark. No good. And it gets tapped out of bounds. Missed 3. Hit the left side of the rim by Bullock. He's the top. Well, he's tied with D. Rose as the top scorer today. Both of them got 19 with Bullock and Rose for the Knicks. 3:07 left to go in the third. What's good? Dreja official. Welcome to the stream here. Taking the Clippers. Conman taking the Knicks. Welcome to the stream here, guys. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. Great game today. Clippers have possession. Bounce pass over to Morris. Morris at the left elbow. Ball poked loose from behind. Derrick Rose comes up with a steal from behind for the Knicks. With under 3 minutes left to go. Rose dribbles past half court. Moves it outside to the right wing. That's where Randall has it. 1-on-1 defended by Morris. Randall dribbles right down the lane inside. Tried to go for the jam. Instead, he reverses his motion. Goes in for a layup and gets it. Banks it up and in off the glass. That is good. It's a tough bucket there by Julius Randle. He's got 8 points so far today along with 10 rebounds. Jumper at the free throw circle. Missed shot for the Clippers. Defensive rebound over to Derrick Rose. Came up with a big steal. Just came up with a big rebound as well. Randall at the top. Defended by Beverly. Moves over to the right wing. Bullock. Pass over to Randall. Takes the 3 and they make it. That goes outside. That's good by Bullock right there off the Randall assist. 10-point lead for the Knicks. This is the largest lead of the game today for New York. 10-point lead for both of these teams have been the largest leads today. If you guys are just joining us, the Clippers led this game by 10, up early, 10-0. All right, so we take a timeout here on this one. The Knicks, largest lead so far, up by 10, 79-69, going to a timeout with 2:10 in the third. What's good, Archie? Welcome to the stream. We got Brandon. Welcome to the stream here. The D Rose effect. Ben Key today. 19 by Rose in 18 minutes. 9 for 10 from the floor. Top scorer for the Clippers so far today, Kawhi's got 16. 22 by Reggie Bullock, the leading scorer for the Knicks. He has made 5 3-point shots today. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops games as well. It's honestly, it's so open in the playoffs. Like, there's so many teams that can make it to the finals. It's just wide open. So, the Knicks, they're playing for that 4 seed. If they lose this game, they'd be in a 3-way tie at 37-31 with the Hawks and the Heat. And they saw what the Heat did today against the Celtics, and the Knicks looking to make sure they seal up the 4 seed. What's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream here. I think I heard about that right there with Afton Reed, 5-star big, just committed to LSU. Man, I heard about that Pitt was in the running. One of the coworkers that I write for the articles online, he's actually a Pitt fan himself, and he was shattered by that too. Unfortunately, that they couldn't get him. So welcome on board, everybody, for being a part here. Over 160 plus right now on the stream. Currently, if you guys are new in the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games, play-by-play of NBA games, college hoops as well here on this channel. What a game today. Knicks just hit their 10th 3-point shot of the game. Hey, we got another dono, my man Jason here, the legend, with a dono. Let's get that dono hype here out in the chat for Jason. Hit me up in the chat, by the way, who you're rooting for in this game. If you're taking the Knicks, type in Knicks. If you're taking the Clippers, type in Clippers. Michael, welcome to the stream here. Thanks so much for finding my stream, stopping on by. Really means a lot to me. Dumbin McCrab got his Eastern Conference seeding predictions here as we're right back to action. Approaching 2 minutes left. 10-point game. Batum has it at the right wing. Bounce pass to the top. Ball into the hands of Kawhi. Takes it down the lane inside. Kawhi at the right elbow. Backs his way. Turnaround jumper. And that was blocked up in the air. Knicks going to have it back. They move it over to Gibson inside. He dribbles back outside. Moves it over to Rose. Rose to the left wing. Entry pass left baseline to Randall. And the reach and fall picked up by the Clippers. Clock will stop with 1:41. What's good, Conrad? Welcome in here, taking the Knicks. What is good, the Jazz Huddle? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Warriors-Lakers in the playing game. Oh, man, that's going to be a big playing game. Nobody wants to play Steph in Golden State. Missed 3 by the Knicks. They get the offensive rebound right back. That's awesome. Shooting guard played a couple of games at Pitt. That's terrific, man. Yeah, Pitt used to be really good for college hoops, like back in the late 2000s until like the early 2010s. They were a couple times, I think, like the number 1 seed in the tournament. Turnaround jumper missed off the mark. It's going to be a defensive rebound. Goes right back over to the Knicks. Randall, 1-on-1 defended by Cousins. Randall takes it right down the lane. Stripped to the ball. Cousins comes up with a steal on the key. Clippers get the ball right back. 50 seconds remaining in the third. Batum dumps it off down the lane. Cousins scores with a right-hand finish. Nice cut to the bucket. Kobe and Last Dance made Michael get into basketball here. And D-Rose made him stay here. Welcome on the stream, bud. Final 30 seconds left to go. Knicks missed the 3. Clippers take a 3 at the left corner. They knock it down. It's been a game of runs so far today. Pat Beverly, open at the left corner, drills it. Final 15 seconds remaining, third quarter. Knicks have possession. Derrick Rose in the final 10 seconds now. Dribbles. Drives inside Rose. Looks to pass it back out. He does. Barrett has it. 2 seconds. Takes the three straight away. Barrett missed it off the back iron. And that is the end of the third quarter in a 5-point game. 79-74 at the end of 3 in this one. This has been a low-scoring game throughout. It's been a tough time getting points early at the beginning of the quarters. Yeah, yes, I would take Derrick Rose as a Hall of Famer. Wow, you can see the Staples Center from your house. That's awesome. So you can hear the actual game from Michael, it looks like. What's good, Miguel? Welcome to the stream here. Right now we go to the end of the third quarter, moving on to the fourth. Top scorers in this game look like this today. Reggie Bullock leads the way, 22 points for the Knicks. 19 off the bench by Rose, along with 7 assists. 15 by R.J. Barrett. And Julius Randle got 11 rebounds. 8 points so far today by Randle. As he's had a tough game inside the interior today going up against the Clippers. Clippers top scorer Kawhi with 16. 14 with Paul George. And then 12 with Reggie Jackson. Panchala, welcome to the stream here. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Currently, we're just on a timeout. Change at quarters currently. Yeah, Paul George struggled in the first quarter. He struggled in the third quarter, too. And in the second quarter, he went off. I took the Clippers in this game today. This has been a great one, though. Really close. So, what's at stake? More's at stake for the Knicks, I feel like, for this matchup, though. The Knicks, if they do fall in this game, they're in a three-way tie for fourth between the Hawks and the Heat, because the Knicks got the same amount of wins as the Hawks and the Heat. They just are a half a game above. Knicks are 37-30. Hawks and Heat are 37-31. So the Knicks heading into this game have more to prove, in my opinion. The Clippers, they're comfortable right now, sitting at the number 3 spot. Can't really do much to make it into the number 2 spot. They'd have to just wish for a downfall in the final remaining 4 games for Phoenix in order to take the 2 spot, and for the Clippers to close out on a big winning streak to close out the remaining part of this season, to go on to close out the season a 6-game winning streak, and to have Phoenix fall down the remaining stretch of their games, because the Clippers are 3 games behind Phoenix, and then the Clippers currently sit 1.5 games above Denver right now. So more being worth noted for the Knicks. That this game really important for the Knicks if they want to keep it up 1 week remaining in the regular season for a 4 seed. But looks like the Knicks going to be in the playoffs for the first time since 2013. Hey, there you go, Ty. Looks like his Cardinals won today. Joseph liking the Knicks here. Yeah, hit me up in the chat who you like in this game, Knicks or Clippers, as we're going to head to the fourth quarter. 12 minutes of great basketball left to go. This game has been a game of runs. It's going to come down to who gets hot in the final stretch. The Knicks were up by 10 at one point in the third, and now the Clippers have cut it to 5. Knicks go right to left in the court. They'll have the basketball first to start out the fourth quarter. Bullock has at the left wing perimeter. Reggie Bullock, the top scorer with 22, has made 5 threes so far today. Moves over to Rose. Jumper. Rolls around the rim and bounces off the back rim 3 times before falling out as the Clippers come up with the defensive rebounds. 30 seconds through the fourth quarter. Clippers have possession. Top of the key. Jackson, as he's defended by Barrett. Jackson bounce pass over to Rondo. Rondo defended by Rose, slides it over left elbow. Deep 2 by Paul George. Off the screen, he takes it and he makes it. Cuts it to a 3-point game. Paul George with 16. What's good, Jay? Welcome to the stream here. Barrett dribbles, drives inside. No, nice dump off to Obi Toppin. Bobbled it for a moment, but able to retain possession of the ball. Puts it up off the cut and scores. Obi Toppin for 2 more. He's got 5 today. He had a 3-point shot at the left corner. Rondo has it at the top of the key. He's defended by Rose. Rondo looks to pass it. Instead, going to dribble still at the top. Now he takes it to the left elbow. Floats up the shot. No good. Too strong off the backboard. Knicks pick up the defensive rebounds. 10:30 remaining. Barrett has possession. Barrett swings it back out to Bullock. Back outside of Barrett, the edge of the Staples Center. E. Moves outside of Rose. Catching fire on a 3. D. Rose gets it. At the left wing perimeter, R.J. Barrett with an assist. Knicks up by 8, approaching 10 minutes left to go. That is assist number 22 today in this game. That is Barrett's 4th assist of the game, and D. Rose with 22 ties Bullock as the top scorer. Clippers have possession. Underneath, they move it back out. Right corner to the right wing. Batum fires a 3. He missed it. Tip deflected. Rose comes out with a defensive rebound. Under 10 minutes left to go. D. Rose at the top. Rose defended 1-on-1. Gets past Paul George. Oh, nice pass off the roll down. Gibson gets fouled. And the clock will stop with 9:49 left to go. What's good, Hawkeye Nation? Welcome to the stream here. Yep, I covered that game before this one, Hawkeye Nation. Yeah, that was rough. Celtics were down this May by 26. So this will send Taj Gibson to the line, shooting 2 shots. First free throw gets it. Largest lead for both of these teams been a 10-point lead today. If you're just joining us, the Clippers were up 10-0 to start out the game. The Knicks came back. They led it 22-19. And then the Clippers came back in the second quarter. They led, and then the Knicks closed it out with a 3-point shot by R.J. Barrett to take the lead at halftime. Second free throw is good as well. So both of them go down by Taj Gibson at the line. 9:45 left to go, and the Clippers trail by 10, largest deficit again. Bounce pass into traffic. The Knicks almost had a steal. Bullock jumped the route, almost had it, and couldn't complete it. Clippers lucky they get it back. They have it at the top of the key. Paul George dribbles towards his right. George takes it down inside, defended by Gibson off a double team. Finds Batum at the left corner. Open 3, gets it. Oh, what a pass right there by Paul George to the left corner. 9:20 left to go. Knicks have possession by 7. At the top, Bullock. Bullock moves over to Rose. Rose to the left wing. Ball poked loose. Batum comes out with a steal as he's going to take it a distance. Two-handed jam. Back-to-back buckets. Last 5 straight points for the Knicks, or by the Clippers by Nick Batum. A corner 3 and then a steal off of a pass by Rose that he was looking to find Barrett. And Batum got the deflection at the top and took it a distance, threw down the two-handed jam. 5-point game, taking a timeout. Knicks lead it. With 9:09 left to go, as we'll go in the timeout. Yeah, nice Knicks colors for the basketball pillow behind me. Hey, that's awesome. Michael's got tickets to the Knicks-Lakers game. Good for you, man. So right now on the timeout, almost 200 in the chat right now. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball games here, play-by-play, NBA games, college hoops as well. And welcome on board to be a part here, guys. Yeah, Kawhi lately, he's missed 13 shots today by Kawhi. So Kawhi's got 16 points so far. Even though he's missed 13 shots, he's still tied with Paul George to the top scorer. So both of them got 16. Great game indeed. Bajan, welcome to the stream here. Derrick Rose and Reggie Bullock, top 2 scorers from the Knicks today, 22 points each. 15 by Barrett, and Julius Randle, just one more bucket. He can get a double-double today. He's got 8 points and 11 rebounds. It's been an even game, a game of runs. Points in the paint been different, though. Knicks outscoring the Clippers inside the paint 36-28. Points off of turnovers, Clippers have that category too, outgaining the Knicks in points off of turnovers, 18-13. Hey, thanks so much for the sub, Michael. Appreciate it. Yeah, so Kawhi has missed 13 shots. Paul George has missed 9. So Paul George is 7 for 16 today. Kawhi is 5 for 18. So those are the two that's been carrying the load for the Clippers, attempting the most shots. For the Knicks, Bullock's 50% from the floor. He's made 5 threes. But Bullock's 8 for 16. Randall's missed 10 shots. He's 4 for 14. Rose is having a great game. He's 10 for 12 today for Derrick Rose from the floor. 22.7 assists for Rose. Both pretty much even with everything going on. Knicks haven't gone to the free throw line a ton though today. They've only gone I think only 3 times to the free throw line. Yeah, so the first one is Paul George is 7 for 16. Kawhi's 5 for 18. So he's missed 13 shots for Kawhi. And George has missed 9. Alright, so we're going to head right back to action. We'll give you guys the time when we do get back into this game. 86-81, back into action here. Knicks have the basketball going right to left in the court as we got 9 minutes left to go. 9 minutes on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. Rose dumps it off to Gibson. They got numbers. Lob over the top. Gibson to Obi Toppin, and he throws down the alley-oop jam. Obi coming off the bench. 8:45 left to go. Clippers have the possession. At the top of the key. They hand it off to Rondo. Rondo slides over right corner. Open 3. Jackson takes it, missed it, rattled out. And Gibson comes up with a defensive rebound. Knicks have possession on the court here for New York. R.J. Barrett, Taj Gibson, Obi Toppin, who fires a 3. Missed it. No good off the left side of the rim. Reggie Bullock is out there as well. And Derrick Rose, along with R.J. Barrett. 8:15 left to go. 3 ball taken by the Clippers, and Jackson's missed back-to-back 3s. They're not playing like a team. They just keep on jacking up perimeter shots and missing lately for the Clippers. And they came into this game number 1 3-point shooting team this season at 41%. At the left elbow, Rose will float one up, missed it off the mark. Rondo picks up the rebound. On the court for the Clippers, Rondo, Batum, Cousins, Jackson, and Paul George. Kawhi on the bench currently. Under 8 minutes left to go. Dump off underneath to Cousins. That is good. Rondo credited for the assist. It's a 5-point game. Under 8 minutes remaining. Knicks have possession. Rose takes it past half court, slides over right wing to Barrett. Barrett one-on-one. He's defended by George. Dribble to the top of the free throw circle. Back outside to the top of the key. Batum switches off. Guards Barrett. Barrett drives on Batum. Inside. Turnaround jumper. Missed it. Off the back iron. Tip deflected. Keeps the possession alive. Offensive rebound Gibson. Back out left corner Bullock. Bullock defended one-on-one by Jackson. 8 on the shot clock. Moves back out to the top to Rose. Rose fires a 3 over Batum. Sticks it. Derrick Rose. Big game for him today. 25 for D. Rose with a 3-point shot at the top of the key. He's having a beautiful game so far. 11 for 14 from the floor. Knicks by 8. Clippers possession. Paul George has the top of the key. Moves over to Cousins. Mental mistake. Boogie Cousins turnover. Nobody there. Ghost on the court. As Paul George switches positions and Cousins, whoopsie, ball leaves his hands too late. And it goes out of bounds. Turnover. Knicks will have it back with under 7 left to go. Tied for a season high by Derrick Rose, heating up at the right time. 25 points, 11 for 14 from the floor today, shooting 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Terrific game. Gibson passes, deflected over to Randall, but gets it back. Moves it back over to Gibson. Takes the jumper, missed it. At the free throw circle. Clippers pick up the defensive rebound. LA takes it past half court. Top of the key. Rondo has possession. 200 plus in the stream. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Rondo bounce pass down the lane, and Cousins couldn't finish. No good off the backboard. Knicks pick up the defensive rebound. Largest lead's been a 10-point game. At the top, Randall hands it off to Rose. Rose looking for more. Top of the free throw circle. Jumper no good on the 18-footer. Defensive rebound picked up for the Clippers. Rondo has it the right wing, defended by Rose. Gives it to Batum. Shot fake right corner, back outside to Rondo. Rondo has it 1-on-1. Bounce pass underneath. Batum dumps it off left wing. Shot fake. Open three. George takes it. No good. Too strong off back iron. Rondo comes up with offensive rebound. Ball's in the ground. Still fumbles around. Picks it up. Swings it off to Cousins. Right down the lane. Throws down a thunderous two-handed dunk right there by Boogie Cousins. Relentless by Rajon Rondo to stick with a basketball and come up with offensive rebound and dump it off as Cousins trail down the lane. 5.5 left to go. New York has the ball. Out to the top. Rose moves it over right wing. Barrett fires a three. Oh, boom. RJ hits down the triple. New York by 9. And a timeout taken by Ty Lue for the Clippers with 5:24 remaining. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. We are 10 likes away from 100 triple digits on board on this stream today. With over 200 out in the chat joining us right now. Happy Mother's Day and appreciate all for being a part here in the stream. Hit me up in the chat here who you're rooting for out in the stream today. The Knicks you can type in, or the Clippers type in who you're rooting for out here. That's a big 3 by RJ Barrett in response. Big time buckets, top scorers look like this right now for the Knicks. Leading the way, Derrick Rose tied for a season high, 25 points, 8 assists today. 11 for 15 from the floor by D. Rose. 22 by Bullock, 18 by Barrett. They've made 13 threes as a team today for the Knicks. Clippers, tied for the top scorer between Kawhi and Paul George, both with 16. Hey, we got another dono, my man Jason, the legend here. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for my man Jason. I'm going to put this into a slow mode, everybody, as we got over 250 on the stream right now. We are going to go 5-second slow mode. Let's get that slow mode hype out in the chat once we get that slow mode notification out in the chat. A lot of Knicks you guys are taking out in the chat here. Welcome in first timers. Ralph Warren, Corey, welcome to the stream here, guys. All taking the Knicks, same as Anthony, Michael, Shooting God as well. What a game. Clippers came into this game top 3-point shooting team in the NBA. And today they're 10 for 29 from the perimeter at 35%, under their season average of 41%. This has just been a fantastic game. Much better than the first one. Oh, man. Brandon taking the Knicks as well. This game is not over yet. We got 5:24 left to go on the timeout. So if you guys just joining us, 5 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. This has been a back and forth game all game long. So welcome to join in, all you guys, for being a part here. This has been a fantastic game. The Knicks playing for more. So the Clippers currently, they're the number 3 seed out in the Western Conference. The Clippers are 3 games behind Phoenix at number 2 and 1.5 games above Denver currently. So they're basically playing more to lock up the 3 seed at this point. For the Knicks, they have some tough competition with the Hawks and the Heat. The Knicks right now half a game above the Hawks and the Heat. What's good, Bobby? Welcome to the stream here, brother. Appreciate it, man, for stopping by once again. Keep up the good work, bud. Hope all is going well. What a game here, guys. We hit triple digits. You guys are legends here out on the stream for today's games. You guys are awesome. Tons of Knicks fans pouring in for this game today. Yeah, this is the first time I've covered the Knicks in a long time. They usually don't get national TV games, so I can never get to cover their games. This is the first time in a long time I've covered a Knicks game. So we're back to action. Clippers will get the inbounds. LA will take it past half court. Rondo has it at the edge of the LA logo. Dumps it off underneath the Kawhi. Turnaround jumper. Gets it. Rolls around the rim. And that is through for 2 by Kawhi. 7-point game. If you're just joining us, we have 5:05 left to go. New York takes it past half court. Rose at the top of the key, defended by Batum. 13 on the shot clock. Rose having a huge game, tied for a season-high 25 points, 11 for 15 from the floor. Passes out left corner to Bullock, moves over to Barrett. Barrett swings it cross-court to the right wing. Randall dribbles, right baseline, fade away. Rattled down, no good. Tipped around the perimeter. They come up with offensive rebound with Barrett. Out to the top, Barrett. He has it. At the top, moves over to Rose. Rose dumps it off underneath. Off a double team. They swing it inside. Jumper deep two at the right elbow. Air ball by Barrett, but able to clear it up with the offensive rebound. Put back, and that's through for two. As it goes down by Taj Gibson. Teammates helping out teammates. Knicks by 9. Clippers fire away. 3 gets it. At the left wing. Kawhi with another big shot. Puts it winning a 6-point game. 4:15 left to go. Yeah, it is a nightmare this year, Bobby. I think it's the players need to be held accountable by Stevens and just a lack of defensive effort. And they just play so much hero balls. That shot missed, no good by the Knicks. Pass up the court over to Kawhi is going to slow it down. 4 minutes left to go. I think the main problem is that they play so much one-on-one iso ball, hero ball at the beginning of games that they don't attack until the second half. And they got to be on attack mode all game long. Missed the 3-point shot there for the Clippers. It goes right back to the Knicks. 3:40 remaining. At the top, Rose has it. Moves over to Randall. Randall, one-on-one defended by Kawhi. Dribbles right baseline. Randall looking to pass it back outside. 3 in the air. Hit the rim short, no good. Missed shot by Bullock as he is 5 for 12 from 3 today. 3:20 remaining. Clippers down by 2 possessions here as they have the ball. Trailing by 6 with Kawhi. Kawhi open 3, takes it, missed it. Rolled around the rim and out. Randall picks up the defensive rebounds. Approaching the 3-minute mark left to go. If you guys are new in the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Coming down to the home stretch out in this one. Out to the top of the free throw circle. Randall has it. 1-on-1 defended by Jackson. Randall takes the jumper. 18-footer. Gets it. Too good splash. Julius Randall hits it. Up by 8 for the Knicks. Clippers have possession. Kawhi dribbles right baseline on Randall. Puts one up and gets fouled. Randall picks up the personal foul. Clock will stop with 2:44. Hero ball from Michael. He's never heard that phrase before. Yeah, if you guys are a Knicks fan, you guys probably never heard that phrase before, but I'm actually a Celtics fan if you guys didn't know. I stream different teams for the NBA though. So it's not always Celtics games. I covered entire NBA, also college basketball as well. So if you enjoy the channel, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. But me personally, being a Celtics fan, they played a lot of hero ball, and it's just rough this year. Left corner 3, no good. Missed shot by the Clippers. Defensive rebound picked up for the Knicks. Knicks have it, 2:30 remaining. Rose looking for a new season high. He's got 25. 11 for 15 from the floor. D. Rose dribbles back top of the free throw circle. Moves it over to Randall. Randall backs his way left elbow. Randall jumper over. Jackson, no good, looking for the call, couldn't get it. Kawhi picks up the defensive rebound. 2:15 on the clock. Clippers have it down the lane. Kawhi gets held onto. Oh, that'll be a force ball tie-up. Taj Gibson sticks his hand right in there, forces a tie-up. And this will be jump ball at the free throw circle for the Clippers between Kawhi and Gibson. I'll be off tomorrow, so no streams tomorrow. I believe I'll be covering next game, Celtics Heat, if I'm able to get that one on Tuesday. There's no national games tomorrow, so I won't be able to stream tomorrow. I've got a lot of catch-up work to do as well. Yeah, that was crazy, man. The 30-second slow mode for over 4,000 people on the chat for the NBA games. Those were crazy. Jump ball with Kawhi going up with it with Gibson. Tips it off, and Batum comes up with a tip-off. 2:05 left to go. Moves over to Kawhi. Kawhi at the top. Dribbles, lost the handle. Gets it back, though. George slides outside to Kawhi. They're looking discombobulated right now for the Clippers. Back outside to George. 6 on the shot clock. George shot fake 1-on-1 defended by Rose. Drives down the lane. George with a left hand. Finishes. Attacks the bucket. Scores for 2. 6-point game again. 98-92. Minute 50 left to go. Knicks possession. Yeah, he didn't even play today, Vegas. I don't even know why he's been on the team. I've been saying that for 2 years now. Yeah, the NBA Finals, those streams were insane, Jason. At the right wing perimeter, Rose, he has it. The pick set by Randall, dribbles top of the free throw circle, D. Rose, jumper, over Batum, missed it, no good off the mark. Paul George picks up the defensive rebound. 1:30 left to go in the 6-point game. Clippers dribble behind the back. George down the lane, puts it up, no good. Too high off the backboard. Tough defense for the Knicks as they get the rebound, and the Clippers get called for the reach-in foul. Clock will stop with 1:23 remaining here in the fourth quarter. What a game. 2 timeouts each for the Knicks and the Clippers. It will be Knicks inbound. What's good, Regina? Welcome to the stream here. Welcome all the new people for being a part of the chat. If you guys enjoyed the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Here we go. Knicks get the inbound. 1:15 remaining. Rose at the top of the key. Moves over left wing to Randall. He is clamped on by Batum. 1-on-1. Randall left base on Jubble. Puts up the jumper. Scores. First to 100 goes to New York. Big time jumper to left baseline. It goes down. It's 100-92 New York. As the clock stops with 1:05 left to go in the fourth. A lot of Philippines loves in those final streams. That was awesome. Covering those games with all the people pouring in from the Philippines. We take a timeout now. 192 with 1:05 left to go. Timeout taken for the Clippers. Down to 1 timeout remaining. Knicks down to 2. It has been a terrific game here today. We take a look. Top scorers in this matchup here. Derrick Rose, 25 points for him. Tied for his season high for his 25 points. Also got 8 assists. 22 points by Reggie Bullock. 18 by RJ Barrett. Clippers with 21 by Kawhi and 18 by Paul George. Wow, Regina taking the Knicks to win the finals versus the Jazz. Welcome in, Chris here from Oklahoma. EM and KCM, welcome back on the stream here. What's good, Paul, out from the Philippines here. Appreciate it for finding my stream. Right now in the timeout, 1:05 left to go. If anybody's interested, I post the links down in the description below this video to the channel Discord. I got my Twitter link as well out there, along with a channel merchandise link as well. I posted a merchandise link out in the chat just moments ago. Also pinned to the chat, check out the Behind Your Basketball channel memberships, as low as $1.99 per month to be part of a channel, to be a channel member here, and it gets you special access to those special live streams I cover, non-basketball related streams at least once per month. Could be like a baseball game, football game, or a NASCAR race. Also shout outs at every single one of my streams for channel members. We're back to action. That's good for 2 at the right elbow by the Clippers, as it's 194. 50 seconds left to go, and Kawhi hits the jumper. He's got 23. Knicks have possession. Rose at the top of the key. He gives it over left wing to Randall. Randall dribbles at the left elbow, takes the jumper over George, hits it. That is a big-time shot by Julius Randall. And the Knicks as well in the bonus. Clippers down to 1 timeout left. Clippers have it. Kawhi shoots a 3 at the top, got fouled before the shot. Clock will stop with 32.6. I have a personal page on Facebook. I would think Twitter would be the better one to reach me out for, most likely, if you have a Twitter there. I have that link down in the description there. What's good, Gallant? Welcome to the stream here out from Canada. Kawhi here at the free throw line. So they're going to send Kawhi to the line. And he was fouled from 3. So first one is through. This is going to be 3 shots then. I wasn't sure if it was on his shooting motion, and the ref said it was. So it was on his shooting motion. So this will be 3 free throws. Mr. Clips, welcome to the stream here. Thanks so much, bud. 300 almost down the chat right now. Kawhi will have his first 2 made. Here's his third as that one is through. So it's a 5-point game. 30 seconds left to go. Clippers got a foul. Rose slides out to the top. Still yet to fall. Nice ball movement by the Knicks, and the Clippers will pick up the foul with 23 seconds. So the Knicks now going to go to the free throw line in the bonus, shooting 2. Yeah, Gus Johnson won a Jake Wade Award this year. Thanks so much, Gallant, for stopping by from Quebec out here on the stream. Reggie Bullock, 90% this season at the free throw line, shooting 2 for the Knicks. First one, right down the middle and through. What's good, FNS Slots? Welcome to the stream here. Tariq out from Thailand. Welcome back on Welcome on board on the channel here. Second free throw, good. 104.97, 22 seconds left to go. In the backcourt, the Clippers need to be urged and they need something. They'll dribble past half court at the right wing. Jackson. They gotta get off a shot. It's down to 13 seconds. They fire a three and Kawhi hits it. 104 to 100. They gotta commit a foul and they won't. Down the trail. They will. Just before the pass was getting off because the Knicks had a 2-on-1. Jackson picks up the personal foul, and he follows Taj Gibson, who will shoot 2 at the line as the clock will stop with 6.5 seconds. 6.5 seconds left remaining. They fall a 68% free throw shooters. Kawhi's got 29. Oh, we'll see. Only time will tell there, Hawkeye Nation. Hey, thanks so much, Miami Heat. Appreciate it, man. I thought he'd finally get there somehow. He's missed a ton of shots today. He took 25 shots by Kawhi. He's missed 16 shots. He's 9 for 25 from the floor. First free throw is through. Knicks hit it. Taj Gibson will have a second free throw. 6.5 seconds left to go. Daniel, welcome to the stream here. I'd be shocked if the Knicks actually make the finals. Second free throw is through. 6-point lead for the Knicks again. 6.5 seconds remaining. All right, so timeout taken on the court. Over 300 out on the stream right now. Really appreciate you guys for stopping by, finding my channel, joining in on the stream here, everybody. Man, the Knicks playing more for purpose in this game here. New York, they were on alert when Miami beating the Celtics today. Miami and Atlanta tied up at 37 and 31 with their records at number 5 and number 6. The Knicks, number 4 team out in the Eastern Conference, and the Knicks made sure they wouldn't be the third team to drop back to 37 and 31, and they're 6.5 seconds out from closing this game today. And Derrick Rose did it in a big way. 25 points by Derrick Rose. He made 11 shots out of 17 attempts. Would I predict a Nets-Knicks playoff series? It's a 4-2. I'd probably go Bucks versus Sixers, most likely. That's my prediction right now. Anything's possible, honestly. It's just so wide open. So we're back to action. Final 4 seconds. Clippers missed the 3. Taj Gibson comes out with a defensive rebound, and that is the ball game. The Knicks get the W today. Finally find themselves on national TV, and they win it. 106 to 100 a final. First win at Staples Center against the Clippers since November of 2010 for the Knicks. Wow. Incredible season Julius Randle had. And even though Julius Randle didn't have a big game scoring today, he had 14 points. Players stepped up in a big way. Bullock had 24. Derrick Rose, he had 25. He had a monster game today. And then 18 by Barrett. Rose had 25 points in 32 minutes. Oh, who would win in that series? I'd probably take Brooklyn if I had to predict there. I'd be shocked. I'd honestly be shocked if the Knicks make it to the finals, but you honestly never know. You never know because everybody enters the playoffs with a clean slate. Crazy. The Knicks beat the Clippers 106 to 100 a final. The Knicks had more to play for to make sure that they didn't fall back to the same record that the Heat and the Hawks were. So the Knicks improved. They are 38 and 30 now, as they are a full game above the Hawks and the Heat at number 5 and 6 in the Eastern Conference. Knicks still the number 4 place team in the East. Before we wrap up, everybody, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I appreciate everybody for finding my stream, being a part here today. We had over 300 out on the stream for this one. It's been the first Knicks game in a long time, too, so good to see they're on national TV. And on this one, and man, what a game we had, a game of runs. Didn't look too likely at the beginning of this game that the Knicks were going to be taking this one out. At one point, they were trailing 10-0 to start, but you know, this game is a marathon, And 2.5+ hours of streaming, everything could change, and this was a game of runs, and the Knicks took this game as they won final 106-100. Before I sign off, going to thank the channel members. If anybody would like to become a channel member, I posted a link out in the channel, in the chat. It's also in the description below this video, and it's as low as $1.99 per month to become a channel member. It gets you special access to special live streams that I cover of non-basketball related content. It could be like a Major League Baseball game or a NASCAR race, or like a NASCAR or Major League Baseball game, NFL game, NASCAR race, for a couple of special live streams that I do cover, and that link is posted in the chat here, pinned to the chat, as low as $1.99 per month, and it gets shout-outs for every single one of the channel members as well. So we're going to wrap up here. We got the channel members saying thank you to all the channel members: Jack, Jason, Aaron, Dawad, Ant, Raven, the sports expert, Warren, Man and Hates, All That Deuce, D-Block, who became a channel member today, Cindy, Dennis, Dallin Law, Andrew, Jay, Russell, Superman, Rajeep, Dave, Wicked Cyclone fan, and RGR football fan. I'll be off tomorrow. There's no games on national TV, so I'll be off tomorrow, but I do plan on covering the Celtics versus Heat on Tuesday if that game is not blacked out in my area. I'm from Massachusetts, so I hope to cover the Celtics versus Heat game. If not, I should be back on Wednesday night. I haven't even checked the schedule to see who's playing on Wednesday night or so for the national game, but whoever will be playing this week for the national games, for the 7:30 games for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, those I'll be on those days, as I know the Celtics won't be playing a national game on Wednesday because they'll be playing against the Cavs on that day. And sometimes, for some reason, some of the times, since I'm from the Boston area, some of the national TV games, for some reason, I can't catch for some reason because they do get blacked out due to blackout restrictions. So I hope to be back on Tuesday. If not, definitely going to be back on Wednesday. Before we sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. Happy Mother's Day out to all the moms out there. Big streams today, and appreciate everybody for being a part of the channel. Signing off here. Catch you guys later. This is Behind Your Basketball. Signing off.